everybody. It's January 16th, 2022, and it's time for an update on the home and things. And you can see we have snow. We got about 3 inches of snow since last night. Well, we got the bulk of the snow last night, and today it was mostly a wintry mix of sleet and some freezing rain with a burst of snow here and there. But this is the first time since December 2018 that we have actually gotten a good snow. We did get a little bit of snow last year in January. I think it was. Yeah, January. It was really a dusting, but other than that, not much. But yeah, guys, first snow in a new home. It's been interesting, I'll say the least. First time ever living in a house with skylights, so it's funny looking up into the skylights and seeing snow sitting on top of them. And speaking of which, we're starting to get some snow again. This is pretty much on the back end of this winter storm. The weather channel named this one Izzy. But starting to get a little bit of snow on the back end of it, so we might pick up another inch of snow, maybe, if that, before this is all said and done. And I must say, it's been really nice to get another snow. It's been a while. I'll say it's been a while. But I have a feeling this may not be our last one this winter. The forecast is kind of back and forth about the following weekend. Might be another chance of snow, and of course, the way things trend here is a lot of times we get our big snows in February. So, who knows? We shall see. I tell you, it's crazy after December having record highs in the 70s. A lot of the month. The return to winter, it was pretty interesting to see. It's crazy how the weather in the state is just all over the place. One day you'll have 70-degree weather, next day you'll have 30-degree weather. We've had swings that big before. So, in regards to the home, not a whole lot has changed over the week. Still in the process of getting settled in. It was kind of a slow week for me because I've had stuff going on with work and things like that, and of course moving into this place, so it's a little different than moving to a single wide, because before I officially started moving in, I already had my furniture and stuff set up in the single wide. Whereas here, it was moving in furniture and all that good stuff. The furniture, my belongings and everything. So, it's taking a little bit to get settled in. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to do things in the tech room, for example, for Keep Computer Channel. But, you can barely see light coming up through the skylights up there. They got like an inch of, not even an inch of snow on them. It's a little dusting. It's so pretty, guys. It's so pretty having the snow. There's you a good shot of it right there under the floodlight. Because the snow, when it started snowing pretty hard. I did have Weather Case 1 and Weather Case 2 cameras out going today. I started them last night, and then I put new batteries in them this afternoon, so they're probably still going. There's the side deck. The old heat pump's not ready for a defrost. You can see, look at it. It's still got some air coming through, but it's pretty plugged up. It needs a defrost. Look on the back. Tell you guys, when I was living in a single wide, right now I'd had the wood stove going, have a fire going in it. I don't have the wood stove in there just yet. It's kind of unfortunate. It would have been a good day for it. I'm hoping maybe in the next 2-3 weeks I'll be able to start putting the wood stove in. We'll see. Just want to get moved in and settled in first. That's right, I did walk through the backyard over today. I couldn't remember if I did. But the concern about this winter storm, at least in this area, the big concern was it was going to be a big ice maker, and we did have some freezing rain. today. But luckily it wasn't enough to really mess everything up. I mean, there's a good glaze of ice on everything. Yeah, it's frozen. A good little glaze of ice on everything, including the power lines. Luckily we haven't lost power. I just love it though when it snows. You get this nice glow and everything. All the lights outside light everything up. And the neighbors are on their four-wheelers now. I'm really surprised it took them this long to get them out. I was thinking they'd be on the four-wheelers this morning, but they weren't. At least I didn't hear them. I slept in late this morning anyway, so I just might drag the old fat bike out here in a little bit and go for a ride. Let's see what our case 2 is still going. Yeah, just a light snow right now. I much prefer the snow over the freezing rain and sleet. I'll say that. So I'll do some footage inside the house here in just a little bit. I'm gonna wrap this up for now. Well, speaking of, it just went into defrost, the heat pump. And it's coming out of defrost. Okay, so now we're inside. Let's going to talk about what's going on inside. So at first glance, it looks like not a whole lot has happened. Well, I mean, it's been kind of a crazy week at work, and I must say, pretty much every day getting home from work this past week, all I want to do is just relax and not really do much anything. But I have worked on some stuff. Yesterday I got the TV mounted above the fireplace. That's where the TV used to be in this home. I just reutilized the existing holes in the masonry and attached a 2x12, lag bolted it to the wall through the existing holes, and went to Best Buy and picked up a tilting TV wall mount and got this TV installed. This is a TV that I got, I think it was in 2020 from a neighbor. It was an extra one. They had just moved in next door and they didn't need it anymore, and of course they're like family to me and I'm like family to them, and they gave me this TV. I had it briefly had it set up in the master bedroom in a single wide, but I thought it was just too big for that setting. The TV that's in the bedroom right now, or not the TV, it's technically a computer monitor. What's in there is just I think it's like 24 inches, something like that. 24, 25 inches, something like that. So it's a decent size for that kind of use. But this TV here, it's a 50-inch, and I'd say it's a pretty good fit for this wall. It's crazy. I also happen to have gotten a Samsung TV, a 65-inch curved TV, but I mean 65 inches. I think it was 65. I can't remember for sure. 65, 60, something like that. It was too big for this. It was just too big for the wall, and I just didn't much care for having a curved TV on this wall because I could be sitting like right here, and you wouldn't have as much of a view of the right side of the screen. So I figured an actual conventional flat panel was better off for this. So anyway, it's got it roughed in right now. You can see the cords and stuff are sitting on top of the mantle. Now this mantle, this right here, actually lifts off. There's screws in the top. You can take the screws out, and this mantelpiece comes off. And you can conceal cables and stuff like that. But I tell you, the mind begs to wonder, how in the world did they have the TV set up in this place in 1988? Because back then they didn't have flat panel TVs like they have today. I'm guessing they could put one right there, or maybe right here, because only the left side of the store you need access to. But that's something I tend to question a little bit. It's like the floor plan was really ahead of its time. Back in the late 80s, you didn't have flat panel TVs. Anyways, so we got that done, and I have been starting to unpack boxes and sort through stuff. It's just there's so much stuff. So the pack rat container is gone. That was taken out, I think it was last week. So it's gone. Ain't wasting money on that thing anymore. Got the computer set up over here now. Got the little corner table moved into place, and at first I was a little skeptical of how this would work, because this table, you can look at it, it's not supported in the corner, so I added a 2x4 down at the bottom to brace it, and that seemed to really help stabilize it. I mean, when you got your computer, it's your livelihood, it's got all your files and stuff on it, you got that set up in here, last thing you want for it to happen is a fall. But anyways, let's go to the tech room. I've been making a little bit of progress in here. A little bit. I hope to get more stuff done this week. I hope to be able to start. I'm not going to say I'm going to be able to start doing videos, like formal videos in here, but by next week, but I'm hoping to be a lot closer to that, because really, to be honest, I got to figure out how I want this room set up. I'm on the fence of having this table right here or having it over there. Obviously, I'm going to need additional tables because this room is much bigger than what I had in a single wide. So I got to figure out how I'm going to set this up. And of course, got this big closet here, which it's big, but it'll get full pretty quick, especially when I start unloading stuff out of the building. I got all sorts of stuff out of the tech room in there right now. Yeah, guys, it's pretty cool looking out back and seeing the snow. We picked up probably another inch of snow tonight. It started snowing pretty good there for about 20-30 minutes, and I happened to get some of it on video. I'm going to post that here on the channel for you guys who like to watch that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's really cool looking out back here and seeing snow and stuff. But, anyways, like I say, gotta continue working on this, and you got the QQ Plexi right there. That's gonna be, of course, set up probably right over there. I mean, other than that, it's just a matter of unpacking stuff. Clothes everywhere. It's gonna be a mess for a little while. Dining room's also kind of a staging area for extra containers and boxes and what have you. I've mostly got the kitchen unpacked. I do have some extra boxes still sitting in here. But most of the stuff for the kitchen's already been unpacked, like the dishes and stuff like that. And of course, my house is always going to look like it's lived in. It's not going to be perfect by any means, but once I get everything situated, I need to go through and try to clean up a little bit. But that's one thing I've always struggled with, is cleaning houses. I've just never liked doing it. Now I got a bigger house to clean, so And check this out, guys. Ain't that cool looking? You can look up and see snow sitting on top of the skylight. It looked especially cooler today. I wish I got a picture of it. I don't think I did. But the snow made a nice room darkening effect. So there wasn't nearly as much light coming through the skylights as you typically would have. What else is nice is having this dishwasher. So this is the first place I've lived in years that had a dishwasher. Of course, my parents' place they live at now doesn't have a working dishwasher. And the single wide didn't have a dishwasher. So having that dishwasher, it's really nice. And I tell you what's funny is there is a big myth about these things. I mean, I've seen a lot of these dishwashers just simply not get used. I mean, people will store their dishes in them, but not actually using them to wash dishes. Because of the big myth that they use a lot of water. Well, these things actually are more efficient than just regular hand washing. If you're not really familiar with dishwashers, Technology Connections has some really good videos about dishwashers. But that's another YouTube channel I watch sometimes. Yeah, it's coming on, guys. So yeah, I've been washing some clothes and stuff like that. And for those of you who like to see the washer in action, I did get a couple of videos of that. And I'm also got the camera set up outside right now to try to capture a defrost cycle from the heat pump. It's getting, I'd say it's starting to get a little close to needing a defrost again. So when you have high dew points and temperatures right at or just below freezing, I mean that thing will start building frost literally as soon as it exits defrost. Not even 5 minutes later, we'll start to see new frost forming on it. That's how they work. But anyways, I think that's about it for this video. I'm gonna try to do maybe a little bit tonight before I go to bed, but it's definitely quite a project. I'll say that. I'd really like to get things situated in here, but this week like I say, work's been kind of crazy, and because of that, by the time I get home, I'm usually pretty lazy. I mean, it's been like 9 months since I've lived in my own place. 9 months since I've had the peace and quiet of living in my own place. So I'm just kind of taking a back seat and enjoying it for a little bit. But yeah, I'm definitely going to spring back into action and get this stuff taken care of. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.